Good morning, student. Welcome once again. In the previous part 1, we discussed about the importance of demand and meaning of demand, and what is individual demand and market demand. In this particular video, we'll discuss the different determinant of demand. Determinant means what are the different factors which affect the demand, and we'll discuss one by one that what are the factors which affects individual demand and what are the factors which affect market demand. As we discuss what is individual demand, let us repeat once again. So it is the quantity of quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing and able to buy. A consumer. So here the point is a single consumer. And what is market demand? Quantity of a commodity that all consumer is willing and able to buy at each possible price. So we'll discuss one by one. So let us understand first the determinants of demand. Means what are the factors which affect individual demand. So the first point you can see in the screen, the first determinant is price of the given commodity. Price of the given commodity. Price is one of the most important factor affecting demand. Generally, there exists inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Inverse relationship means when you increase the price, quantity demanded falls or decrease, or vice versa. Vice versa means when you decrease the price, quantity demanded will increase. So this is the first factor which affects the demand of a commodity. So I hope you can understand with a simple example, like for example, say for any product, for tea, if the price of a tea or coffee increases, the quantity demanded will fall. Why? Because as satisfaction derived from tea will fall due to rise in price. Now you will not be satisfied so much as in earlier case, because you are paying less. So when you are paying less, you feel in the same amount of you correlate with the same amount of demand. But if the price is high, you don't feel so happy or you don't feel so satisfied. So that is why at the higher price the demand is low. Next is price of related goods. Related goods, basically it is of two types. The first is substitute goods and the second one is complementary goods. What is substitute goods? Substitute goods are basically those goods which can be used in place of one another. एक के बदले आप किसी दूसरे प्रोडक्ट को यूज कर सकते हो. Can be used in place of another to satisfy a particular want. To satisfy a particular want. Suppose for example like tea and coffee. If you want to have tea and suppose for due to any reason you don't get tea, so you'll go for coffee. Like ink, pen, ball pen. When you go to market, if you want a ballpoint pen, it is not there. You can have gel pen or any other pen. So this is basically substitute goods, which can be used for one another. So what happened in case of substitute goods? If there is an increase in the price of substitute goods, it leads to an increase in the demand of the other goods. Suppose if I increase the price of tea, then what happen? The demand for coffee will increase, because now the people who are using tea, and due to increase in the price of tea, they will be shifted to have coffee. So the demand of other goods increases. Because tea will become more if tea has become more costly, so people will prefer to have coffee. So in case of substitute goods, if the increase price of any product increases, its substitute product, the demand of its substitute product increases. So this is substitute. Next is the next type of substitute related goods is complementary goods. Complementary goods are those goods basically which are used together. They are basically used together to satisfy a particular want. Like car and petrol. Without petrol, the value of car is nothing, and without car, what is the use of petrol? So basically, complementary goods are used together to satisfy a particular want. What happens in case of complementary goods? If there is an increase, in the price of complementary goods, like if there is an increase in price of petrol, what happens? The demand of car decreases. If you increase the price of petrol, definitely people won't prefer to use car. They would be using those media which can, like bike. The mileage would be high in case of bike compared to car. So what happens? The demand of car is decreases. So in case of complementary goods, if the price of any product increases, the demand of its complementary good decreases, and vice versa. Reverse case. If you decrease the price of petrol, definitely the demand of car would increase. So this is the second point, price of related goods. The third point is income of the consumer. You can see the screen, income of the consumer. What is normally demand of a commodity is also affected by the income of the consumer. The change basically in income, the change in income on demand depends upon basically the nature of commodity. Nature of commodity, basically the commodity are of two nature. Like we can bifurcate as a normal good or inferior good. Normal goods are those goods which are being used even if the price increases or decreases. Inferior goods means those are not required. It is not compulsory to use. So what happen? The effect of demand on income of the consumer. So the first is in case of normal good, what happen? If an increase in income, there will be rise in demand. अगर आपकी income बढ़ती है, so you will have more demand in case of normal good, while decrease in income reduces the demand. So this is normal good. So we can also classify normal goods in the same way. If your income increases and your consumption is also increases or demand is also increases, then it is a normal good. In case of vice versa, your income reduces, the demand also reduces. So this would be your normal good, anything. And what happen in case of inferior goods? If the given basically if there is an increase in income, you will stop demanding inferior goods. Earlier you were using when your income was not there so much, but when income increases, your demand has decreased, and in the vice versa also. So this is basically income of the consumer. The next is taste and preferences. Taste and preferences, basically taste and preferences of the consumer directly influence the demand of the commodity. Like change in fashion, like customs, habit, all these things increases the demand. If there is a commodity which is in fashion, so consumer is preferred to buy, then the demand of that commodity rises. On the other hand, we can say that the product in the consumer have no taste, then obviously the product will not be of high demand. So this is taste and preferences. The next is expectation of change in the future price. So there is in case of any commodity, if there is a chance of increasing the future demand, future price, if there is chance of increase in future price, then what happen? In that case, people would prefer to buy more presently. At present, they would prefer to buy more because they know that in future the price of the product will be going to increase. Take an example, if the price of petrol is expected to rise, in case of petrol, if you are expecting the price of petrol is going to rise, its present demand will definitely increase. And in the vice versa, if you expect the price of petrol is going to reduce in the future, what happen? You will reduce your consumption now, you will reduce your demand now. So this is expectation of price in future. So these are the various points which is affecting the demand or the individual demand of a commodity. In the next video, we'll discuss about the market demand. What are the various factors which affect market demand? Thank you.